When we talk about progress in artificial intelligence, the conversation usually focuses on making models bigger or faster. But with Google's NotebookLM, the breakthrough isn't just a better AI, it's a better architecture. Rather than simply asking a model to know everything, this system is designed to ground the AI in your specific documents and data. Today, we're going to explore how this structural shift is defining a new era of human-AI collaboration, transforming the technology from a generalist assistant into a collaborative partner that truly understands the context of your work. The biggest differentiator in AI products today isn't the model itself, it's what we call the intelligence flow. Most tools currently follow a bolted-on approach. You have a traditional application, and then an AI button is simply added to the side. As the diagram shows, this often creates a disjointed experience, where the AI feels like an afterthought rather than a core part of the process. The future lies in intelligence flow architecture. This is a design discipline focused on the collaborative loop between human and machine. Instead of just adding features, we are architecting the cognitive work itself. This requires us to answer three critical questions. Where does the AI work autonomously? Where is human direction essential? And perhaps most importantly, how do they seamlessly hand off tasks back and forth? As Andrej Karpathy recently noted, LLMs are evolving into something more like operating systems. Our real design work is no longer just about building tools, but about orchestrating how this new form of computing solves problems through a fluid partnership between human direction and AI execution. This slide highlights how design choices can lead to vastly different user experiences, even when the underlying technology is essentially the same. On the left, we have Perplexity, which is built for real-time discovery. The flow is simple. You provide direction, and the AI autonomously searches the web, synthesizes answers, and cites sources in real time. It's a high automation model where the AI performs about 80% of the cognitive work, leaving the human primarily in the role of director and evaluator. In contrast, NotebookLM on the right focuses on document orchestration. Here, the process begins with human curation. You provide the specific documents you want the AI to use. The AI then builds a knowledge graph from those sources to facilitate collaborative exploration. This requires a bit more human involvement, roughly a 30-70 split, but results in a much deeper, more grounded analysis of your own data. The takeaway here is that while both platforms use LLMs and RAD technology, their radically different intelligence flow architectures create two entirely different tools for two very different needs. NotebookLM is an AI-powered research assistant designed to help you synthesize and navigate complex information. Its core strength lies in being grounded in your specific sources, meaning it bases its answers solely on the material you provide to ensure accuracy and minimize hallucinations. Every insight or summary generated includes precise citations, linking you directly back to the original source material for easy verification. You can interact with this personal knowledge base through a natural, conversational chat interface. In terms of flexibility, NotebookLM supports a wide range of formats, from Google Docs and PDFs to website URLs, pasted text, and even audio files or YouTube videos with transcripts. It essentially transforms your collection of documents into an interactive, expert resource. Moving from raw information to actionable intelligence requires more than just reading. It requires synthesis. NotebookLM achieves this through three key features. First, interactive mind maps automatically analyze your sources to map out connections across dozens of documents at once. You can click any node to jump straight to the source material, or ask follow-up questions to instantly identify and fill knowledge gaps. Next, audio overviews generate a natural, podcast-style conversation between two AI hosts discussing your specific content. This is great for learning on the go, and on desktop, it's fully interactive. You can actually interrupt the hosts to ask for a deeper dive into any topic. Finally, dynamic output formats allow you to instantly transform your research into structured briefing documents or comprehensive study guides, complete with Q&As to test your knowledge. Together, these tools ensure that you aren't just storing information, but truly understanding and applying it. Let's look at how an AI strategist can use NotebookLM to supercharge their workflow. The goal here is to transform the way a marketer stays current on industry podcasts and repurposes those insights into new content. The process starts with learning and curation. After listening to podcasts during a commute, the strategist uploads those audio files or YouTube links into dedicated notebooks to centralize the information. Next is the deep dive. To move from passive listening to true mastery, she uses NotebookLM to generate study guides and quiz questions, ensuring she fully understands every new concept. Then we move to synthesis. By creating audio overviews, she can engage with the material through a secondary, interactive podcast format. This allows her to ask clarifying questions and get a deeper perspective on the original content. Finally, there is content gap analysis. She generates an interactive mind map of her entire podcast library to visualize her knowledge base. By identifying what's missing, she can brainstorm fresh topics or potential guests for future content. As Lisa Monks, founder of Chipmunk Media, puts it, NotebookLM is truly one of the most underrated AI tools available for professionals today. To illustrate the impact of NotebookLM, let's look at a real-world use case. A client in the tourism industry was conducting up to 100 speed dating style meetings over a 3-day trade show. Each meeting was only 8 minutes long, creating a mountain of raw data. Traditionally, manually processing these notes and generating follow-ups would have been a monumental task, taking weeks of effort. We solved this by implementing a streamlined workflow. First, we captured the raw audio and notes from each session. NotebookLM then ingested and transcribed that data, automatically structuring the information into a clean format. From there, it built a centralized, searchable knowledge base and even automated the follow-up process. The result was a total transformation. What used to take weeks of manual labor was completed in just a few days. This systematic approach ensured that every insight was actionable and, most importantly, that no critical business details were lost in the shuffle. Now, let's talk about how to transform NotebookLM into a centralized knowledge hub for your entire organization. Our goal is to build a secure, efficient space where teams can access the critical information they need to succeed. A perfect example of this is in customer support. By uploading your product info and service policies, support reps can ask specific questions and receive instant answers grounded only in your official company documentation. This ensures accuracy and consistency for every customer interaction. To support serious business use, we recommend using a paid Google Workspace account. As you can see in this comparison, the Workspace account offers significantly expanded limits, allowing for 500 notebooks and 500 chats, as well as 300 sources per notebook. Crucially, it also adds granular sharing controls. While the free version shares the entire knowledge base, a Workspace account lets you share just the chat function while keeping your sensitive source documents private. These security controls and higher capacities are what make NotebookLM a truly enterprise-ready tool. Starting February 5th, 2025, NotebookLM and NotebookLM Plus have officially become core services for our Google Workspace business and enterprise customers. This is a significant milestone because it means NotebookLM is now covered under your existing Workspace terms of service. Most importantly, your data remains your data. Our data privacy commitment ensures that your uploads, queries, and model responses are never used to train our models, and they are never reviewed by humans without your permission. Everything stays within your organization's trust boundary. From an operational standpoint, this transition includes full technical support, the same level you receive for services like Gmail and Drive. For administrators, no additional action is required. The service is enabled by default for qualifying additions, though you retain full admin controls to manage access as you see fit. In short, you can now leverage the full power of NotebookLM with the enterprise-grade security and reliability you expect from Google Workspace. Now let's take a look at the differences between the NotebookLM and NotebookLM Plus tiers. NotebookLM provides our core AI-powered research experience, including features like source grounding, audio overviews, and mind maps. This tier is the standard service for business starter, frontline, essentials, and nonprofit accounts. For users who need more power and collaboration, NotebookLM Plus offers a significant upgrade. It provides 5 times more capacity for audio overviews, queries, and notebooks. It also introduces the ability to customize the style and length of responses, alongside advanced collaboration tools like shared team notebooks and usage analytics. NotebookLM Plus is the core service for our Business Standard, Business Plus, and Enterprise customers. Now, let's look at how NotebookLM fits into the broader knowledge management landscape. While there are several specialized tools available, such as Elephas for offline Mac users, Logically for academic research, or Claude projects for custom workspaces, these often require separate subscriptions, ranging from $8 to $20 a month. NotebookLM distinguishes itself by focusing on three key areas. First, it offers deep integration with Google Workspace, allowing it to pull from and work within the ecosystem your team already uses every day. Second, it provides enterprise-grade security and compliance, backed by Google's infrastructure and covered by HIPAA and FedRAMP High standards. Finally, there is no add-on pricing. These core AI capabilities are included in your existing workspace plans, rather than being a separate, expensive monthly cost. This makes NotebookLM a seamless, secure, and cost-effective solution for professional teams. Beyond the user interface we all know, we're introducing the NotebookLM API as a comprehensive enterprise RAG platform. Currently, building a production-ready RAG system is a fragmented, months-long process. As you can see on the left, teams typically have to stitch together multiple vendors for embedding, vector storage, and retrieval orchestration. This traditional approach is fragile, introduces security risks, and creates massive maintenance overhead. The NotebookLM API, shown on the right, replaces that complexity with a single cohesive stack. It manages the entire lifecycle, from a document management layer that handles complex file ingestion to a retrieval engine powered by Google's advanced embedding models, and finally, a generation interface that produces grounded, attributable responses. By moving to this unified solution, you eliminate the headache of multi-vendor management and get a pre-tuned, enterprise-grade system that's ready to scale immediately. Now, let's look at how to move from a prototype to a robust, production-ready system. The first step is setting up your environment. This involves enabling the NotebookLM API within the Google Cloud Console and configuring a service account with the appropriate permissions. For security, we recommend using Google Cloud Secret Manager to handle your authentication keys. Once your infrastructure is ready, you can install the required client libraries using the command shown here. Next, you need to define your document ingestion strategy. For initial setups, you'll likely use batch uploads for your existing document libraries. For dynamic, ongoing content, you can implement real-time streaming via webhooks or polling to automatically ingest new files as they're created. To maximize the performance of your system, it's also important to pre-process complex documents to clean the text and extract metadata, which significantly improves filtering and retrieval accuracy later on. To illustrate this, we've included a Python example of a batch upload function. This script iterates through a list of document paths, reads the files, and uses the client library to upload them to a specific notebook, while handling any errors that might occur during the process. Why aren't we seeing full autonomy yet? After 12 years of progress in self-driving, Andrej Karpathy shared a critical insight from his time at Tesla. Even systems that appear fully autonomous, like Waymo, still require significant human oversight and teleoperation behind the scenes. The bottleneck isn't just generation, it's verification. If an AI generates 10,000 lines of code in seconds, but it takes a human 5 hours to check it for errors, you haven't actually saved any time. This is why Karpathy warns that while we are entering the decade of agents, we must keep the AI on a leash. Our architectural insight here is that the goal shouldn't be to remove the human from the loop. Instead, the goal is to make the generation verification loop spin as fast as possible. In this landscape, the fastest loop wins, not the most autonomous AI. This philosophy is exactly what drives the design of NotebookLM, optimizing for that rapid cycle of AI generation and human verification. The future of work isn't just about automation, it's about how we architect it. In the past, many teams took the AI features approach, simply bolting on an AI button as an afterthought. This usually results in a disconnected experience. To build something truly transformative, we have to shift toward intelligence flow architecture. This means asking a fundamentally different question. What cognitive work should AI handle autonomously? Take NotebookLM as an example. Its success didn't come from asking, how do we add AI, but rather, how do we architect the collaboration between human and artificial intelligence? This is the core distinction between a simple AI feature and a truly intelligent system. Even when using the exact same models, a better architecture creates a completely different and far superior user experience.